Did you guys get along when you played? Did you ever exchange words or push and shove? Any memories there?
No. Me and Jimmy were okay, mate. I kept mine for Ciro.
Yeah. Tugger was a great sledger. He really was. He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't shut up. One particular game there, we were playing him at Leichhardt Oval, and he was there, and Ciro was there. It was 86, I think it was, and Tugger shouts out, "Oh, yeah, here she comes! Oh, yeah, here she comes! Here she comes!" And Ciro just said, "Shut up, Tugger! Why don't you run with the ball?"
We had some great battles, Jimmy, over the years, and we used to love going to Leichhardt to players, and I'm sure he's the same way coming to Redfern. And the good old days, Jimmy. We'd play. We'd go back to Balmain Leagues after the game and have a beer after the game, or you'd come back to the Redfern South Leagues Club after Redfern games. That were the days, and you had a fantastic team and strong pack of fours like we did, and we had a lot of respect for Balmain, and I'm sure it was vice versa.
Yeah, no, you had I think your first grade debut was back in '84, because I know you played the 21s. Oh, sorry, under 23s it was in 1981 when you won the comp.
Yeah, the game before you.
That's right. Yeah, we won reserve grade.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing you and Mario play too that day.
Let's talk about 1986. Souths and Balmain played 3 times. My stats tell me Balmain won all 3 games, which is quite unusual, Tugger, because you guys finished second in that season. In fact, you were first until you played Balmain in the last round. You only had to win that game to become minor premiers and get a week off, but you got done 38-20. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. But even we played them on a Saturday afternoon. The next day, Manly or Brookvale, they were favourites to beat Parramatta. We needed Manly to win, and we still would have been minor premiers, but Parramatta dusted them up. Yeah, they give them a bit of a flogging, but yeah, we had to go in against the Bulldogs a week after, and they beat us. And we beat the Bulldogs prior to that on the Battle of Belmore. It was a Monday night. It was a bloodbath, and it was one of a fantastic game. Yeah. It was on Channel 10 the Monday night. And, we beat them that day, and they beat us in the final. And then we went to this minor semi-final where we were leading. I think it was 8-3 when Mario got sent off, and I thought 86 we could have won the comp.
Well, let's talk about the game. It was I had it as 8-8 at half time. How crucial was that send off, Tugger, of Mario? And then we'll get your version of what happened, and I'll get Jimmy's.
Oh, we think about it. It's hard enough playing Balmain with 13, like 13 on 13. But to lose Mario, he was a major part of our team too, and he's a fantastic player. And I said, I'm sure we were leading 8-3 at the time, and Balmain scored right before half time. And then the second half, we were going, set for set with them, and just playing with 12 men against a good side like Balmain. And they had some fantastic players. They had a champion at dummy half, and we had to take some chances towards the end there. And I remember when I played with Scully at Leeds, he reckons it was the best ball he ever got in his life. He went 100 yards from my intercept.
He was the intercept king. He was the intercept king, Garry Schofield.
But even that year, we played Parramatta twice. We beat him the first time, and then the second time, it was a ground record.
Yep.
Still till they demolished the ground. And we played the last 10 minutes with 10 men. Roberts got sent to sin bin. Mario got sent to sin bin. I got sent off. And the back line was Sterling, Kenny, Ella, Cronin, Grove, Hunt, Paul Taylor fullback. And we held them trialless. We kicked the goal on the bell to draw.
Why'd you get sent off?
Wow.
Because I called the referee a effing cheat.
I was at that game. I was a young bloke in the crowd, and it was jam packed. It was just such a great atmosphere. Was Pobsy playing for you that day? I think he might have scored a runaway try. Yeah. And I remember, and I remember after the game, I heard you were quoted saying, "We will play Parramatta anywhere, anytime. We'll play them on the streets of Redfern. We will beat them." And I thought, who's this great guy? Parramatta fan.
Yeah, but we held them out, and they said Mario Roberts, and then when they finally did score, I went and said something I shouldn't have said, and what I got was I got either 2 weeks or 2,000. Well, I was getting checks off every pensioner in Redfern to pay the fine for me. So I paid the fine instead of getting suspended.
Right, back to this the minor semi-final, the knockout semi-final. So Mario got sent off. It's a famous story about what transpired to see Mario get sent off. Jimmy, you're in the vicinity, along with Tugger, who was obviously halfback. What happened?
Oh, all I know is that the scrum erupted. Benny claimed that he'd been bitten on just above the thumb. He showed it to Kevin Roberts, and Kevin Roberts looked at it, and then he looked at Mario and just said, "You're off," and just sent him straight off. So, and Mario's going, "But I didn't bite him. I didn't bite him. I didn't bite him.
Kevin was a South man too.
I didn't bite him." And he said, "You're off. Go." I was going, "Wow."
I said,
that bloody Mario Phoenix bit him. I said, "What a dirty player for biting someone."
Yeah, that just changed the whole game, mate.
That's right. It changed the whole game. And then it wasn't until years after that I realised that Benny actually bit himself.
Yeah, exactly.
And
he should never have been sent off.
Yeah, that's right. He should never have been sent off. So Benny bit himself, and we won the game. Well, it was hard. Yeah, they had a great pack, but we had Benny in the middle. Those two didn't like each other, Mario and Benny, and they were just going hammer and tong. And Benny was very lucky because he had Steve Roach, or he had Kerry Hemsley the either side. So if Robertson or Les Davidson or whoever wanted to fight, he was quite happy because he had Blocker with him, and Blocker was his minder, and Kerry. So Benny could dish it out, and he was great at dishing it out, and he was also very cunning too. And he got away with it that day.
He was tough, but too.
He was tough.
I know every scrum what our plan was, every single scrum, and our blokes were whacking him every scrum, and never once did he complain. He just got on, and what a footballer, what a champion footballer he was. He's one of the best players I ever played against, and his toughness goes a bit unnoticed. People see some fans who don't like him anyway he was a fantastic player.
He changed the game. He changed the game, the way that they play hooker now. But sort of about 84, when he came into grade, he was a running hooker. He didn't have running hookers. He had blokes who just passed like extra second rowers. And his skill level, I think he kicked 30-odd field goals in his career. Touch finders, line kicks, just strategically, he was such a clever player. And, he sort of ignited our team with Blocker and Junior and Ciro and the pack as we all sort of grew up together at that time in the Tigers.
Just the relationship with Benny and Mario. So when we say they didn't like each other, is that just on the field? And after the game, they caught up for a beer and shook hands, or did it extend beyond the sideline?
I don't know with Benny, but I know Mario wasn't. Mario wasn't. No, it was. No. It was. It went on for a long time, and I'm not sure if it's still any good now.
So no Christmas cards?
No, definitely no Christmas cards. But the thing about it, mate, they were both fantastic competitors, and that was part of it. They both didn't like each other because they were both, nearly the two best hookers in Australia at the time. And, Benny seemed to get the nod on Mario, and then Mario getting picked for Australia and broke his thumb in '89.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, just with 86, wrapping up there, so you fell in the prelim to the Dogs, but you were quite a young team, and you were just happy to get that far.
Oh no, we wanted to win. We wanted to win in '86. You don't get too many chances, and we got to a major preliminary final. Got beat by the Dogs. So yeah, we got beat quite easy. We always struggled against Parramatta. I'd fancy us against Canterbury, but it was always tough. When we played Parramatta, they always outscored us and had a great backline. We just couldn't hold them, So we were happy to play Canterbury, but it didn't work out.
So, Tugger, do you look at 86 as an opportunity lost for South?
Oh, definitely, yeah. And I say it all the time because we had Phil Gould that year, and that was my favourite year of football because I couldn't wait to go training because that was George's first year as coach, and he went and found Phil Gould to give him a bit of a hand, and we're all young blokes like Balmain were, and we learnt 10 years football in 1 year. We were playing with Phil Gould.
Yeah.
He was a football genius, and it was my best time of my life. And then '87 we well, we all through the 80s, us and Balmain, Canberra were the better sides, you know, so.
Now, the minor semi at the SCG, Souths won that one as well, 15-12. Tugger, after the Tigers knocked you out the year before. Was this a bit of sweet revenge to see off the Balmain Tigers for 87?
It's always good to be able to beat the Tigers, and because they're very hard to beat. And, yeah, we won that game and then went on to play Canberra, and that wasn't a very good afternoon for us, that one.
Yeah. Jimmy, in that game, you couldn't score a try. Ross Conlon, 6 goals, 6 penalty goals. What would happen?
That was our strategy from Bill Anderson, was to outkick them. So Billy said, we'll kick 10 goals and we'll win the game. And he was right. So we had to kick 10 goals. Billy was a very strategic coach. And I think Frank Stanton was more outgoing. And I think just that changeover, I don't think we scored as many points in 87 as 86 and 85. So it was a bit of a transition. I think it maybe held us back a little bit in 87.
All right, now 89. This is the major semi at the SFS. Tugger, you were minor premiers. Went in against Balmain. Capacity crowd at the SFS, 40,000 there.
40,000. It sold out in about 5 minutes. Yeah,
it was a big game. What happened there? It was 20-10 to the Tigers.
Yeah, well, it wasn't, as I said, it could have went either way. And, you know, I thought we scored a try just after to hit the front. And I've never seen it before. The linesman never had the authority to do it. Blakey threw a long ball and we scored in the corner and we would have went to the front. And Martin Weeks stood there and told Harrigan it was a forward pass. He never even had the right to do it. And I've never forgive him over it. He's a South Sydney referee, South Junior. And then Balmain ended up scoring, and then they scored another one. But, you know, it's different. You hit the front in a major semi-final with 40,000 behind you. And, but, mate, I've seen that game a few months ago, and I was out of my seat, and I knew the result. You know, it was a fantastic game to play in. And, you know, I remember I was off the field for about, when Ciro scored, he split my knee. And I was off the field. I got about 20 stitches in my knee that day, and I was having a drink with Blocker and Benny about 2 months ago over Balmain, and Blocker said to me, "I wonder where you were." I was off. Yeah, so we played with 12 men for about 10 to 15 minutes while I got my knee stitched up.
Yeah, Jimmy, what are your thoughts of that one?
Look, it was South for the minor premiers. You know, we'd had some great tussles. We had to win that one to. The winner got through to the grand final. It was a tough game. Yeah, I know what Tugger's talking about there with Martin Weeks. I remember that did happen. It was one of the early games at the Sydney Football Stadium, and I think we just got our noses ahead, maybe 14 points to 10 or something. And then Mickey Neal was a great little player. We made a bit of a break, and from about probably 40 yards out from our try line, we made a break about 20 metres. I backed up Meggsy, then we passed inside to Bruce Maguire, and he ran around and scored under the post, and that put it to 20-10. You know, I remember it was a tough game. It could have gone either way, really. But we got the breaks. Meggsy and Garry Freeman, I thought, were excellent for us in those halves, and they were always backing up and creating opportunities. So, you know, I think we were probably fortunate to get away with it.
And Tugger, you went on to
No, so it could have went either way, and it was just a decision where you go to the front because there was nothing in it. And as Jimmy said, it was 10-all, and if we scored, and if they give that try, because Harrigan went to give it, and but that's the way footy goes. And,
it was just one of the great all-city finals.
Game.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, mate. As I said, I still get goosebumps thinking about it because it was one of the best games I've played in.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Tugger, I would much rather have played you blokes in the grand final than Canberra. You know, so I was hoping you'd bounce back in the following week, but they were on a bit of a roll, Canberra. They'd won 8 or 9 in a row, and when they played you blokes, and they were unstoppable, weren't they? In the end.
Oh yeah, they were fantastic teams as well. You know, and but when we played them in the final to get through to see who played you, and they got away to a bit of an early lead, and Chizzo scored 2 good tries for us and got us back in the game. And right on half-time, again, Mark Lyons scores off a bomb, and Harrigan disallows it. would have went in leading at half time. And, you know, like, as I said, it's a big difference if you're in front. And because we were good front runners in 89. And and what happened, George took Harrigan to task, took him to Phillip Street. Not that it mattered because we were already out. And Harrigan admitted he was wrong. He should have given the try. And just little things, you know, like, and as I said, mate, throughout 89, we had a fantastic year, and we won the minor premiership by 5 points, and you know, just another one gone by where I would have loved to have played in the grand final, but got close a few times, but you know, got knocked out by two good sides in the Tigers and Canberra.